Howdy everybody, welcome to Built on Faith Homestead. If you're new to our channel, we like to talk about things like tiny houses, wild edibles, growing gardens, raising animals, teaching children about the ways of the Lord, and talking about the Lord. Today we're going to talk about a wild edible that I've always been told was just called wild mustard. There are also some other names for it: yellow rocket, bittercrest, wintercrest, those kinds of things. Today we are going to talk about that. So if wild edibles is something that you're interested in, stick along with us. And if you're thinking to yourself, why in the world would I be interested in wild edibles? Can I give you a few reasons why? They're fantastic for you most of the time. Lots of vitamins and minerals and medicinal qualities about them. B, they grow naturally all around you and you don't have to pay a dime for them. C, they're talking about food shortages and famines this summer and fall especially. And D, what if you're ever in a place where, man, you either financially just don't have any money, you're really strapped for cash and you need some food, or if you are in a situation where you don't have any other options, right? Maybe power grid failures, or I don't know, something called the mark of the beast that the Bible talks about. The Bible ain't never been wrong before, it ain't gonna start now type stuff. What if you're ever in one of those situations, right? Or you never know what may happen in your life that puts you in a situation where things get awful tough. And you think to yourself, well, you know, not me, right? We're very financially secure people. Well, if that's you, how long would it take for you to become unfinancially secure, right? How easy would that be? And so that's the reason we do these videos. Hopefully you can learn something. If you ever need it, great. If you don't need it, fine. But hopefully you can learn a little something. So let's go talk about wild mustard / yellow rocket / bittercrest / wintercrest. Talk about its health benefits, of danger that actually comes with it. Stick around for that, and we will show you guys what it looks like. So come along. Is a pretty classic example of what I've always been told is called wild mustard. That's what people have called it that I've grown up around. Or, like I said, yellow rocket, wintercrest, bittercrest, that kind of stuff. As you can see here, before it flowers, you can see some of the blooms haven't opened up yet. Very similar to broccoli. And actually, I didn't know up until a few weeks ago, this is how we got broccoli, by cross breeding some of these plants around. If you taste these seeds before they come to bloom, it will taste very similar actually to broccoli, and it's actually really, really good. I tried some the other day. I was like, man, that's the ticket. Of course, I like broccoli, so that helps. But here is basically what you're looking for with this particular type of mustard plant in Missouri. There's a few different kinds, right? This is the early one. This is the one you might see all around about right now. It typically blooms between April and June. It's a fairly small plant, right, by comparison. Some of that other grows up really tall. This one stays pretty short for the most part. You can find it around hayfields especially, but just about any disturbed ground. It is not natural to the United States. It was imported from other countries, I think Eurasia, if I'm just being 100% honest. But it's not natural to the United States, but now it grows naturally as a wild, probably halfway invasive type species here. But it has lots of benefits as well. You can eat the leaves, you can eat the flowers, you can eat the blooms before the little seeds before they go to flowers. You can see how little actually the flowers actually are and how they are packed on there, but they are pretty little things. So let's talk about some of the health benefits. First, I want to say this. There is a danger. Do not consume too much of this stuff. According to recent studies, if you want to believe them, it may lead to a kidney malfunction if you eat a whole bunch of this kind of stuff, right? So maybe you don't eat a whole bunch of the wild mustard, but truth be told, it's been being eaten for a very long time. Very good for you plant, as long as you don't consume too much of it. And you're like, why would I eat a little bit if too much is going to hurt me? Well, too much water will kill you, so too much anything will kill you. But what are some good things about it? It's high in vitamin C, high in vitamin A. It was used way back when as a scurvy plant. Because it's so high in vitamin C, it would actually help with scurvy. So if you want to use it for health benefits, try not to get sick, or maybe help you if you already are sick, it's very high in those type of things. Also, it has been used by lots and lots of people way back when, especially for wounds. And so you can take the leaves, chew it up a little bit, don't swallow it, just chew it up a little bit, make you a I can't remember what the exact word is, but you chew it up a little bit, right? You grab that wad of halfway chewed up material. I know it sounds gross, but if using a pinch, it would help. And you shove that down into a cut, or you put it on a cut or over a cut, and it will help heal that cut up, because I'm guessing the vitamins and minerals that's in it. It is a bitter plant. You don't want to eat you don't want to eat a whole lot of it, because it will get bitter on you. That's actually not bitter yet. That's pretty good. Now, if you give it some time, boy, that does taste like broccoli. There's the bitterness, just a little bit. It is pretty bitter, but it would go very good. Tastes like a kind of a bitterish, little bit of a bitter broccoli. They say if you you can take it in and use it, boil it and get rid of that bitterness. It would be good in a pot of greens for sure. The blooms, man, that's crazy. I had no idea. The little seeds before they turn to flower tastes just like broccoli. That's amazing. But anyway, it's a very good plant, very good for you in moderation, right? And basically the stuff that I read on it says to use it kind of like a seasoning almost, or an herb in your mix of greens. Don't use it as a primary green. So like, if you eat a bowl of salad or whatever of mixed greens, you'll have some sorts of lettuce as your primary, or spinach, and then there'll be some little stuff that's maybe more flavorful packed, but the flavor is not just real great. Also, I was reading where, because of the bitterness, it can actually help with your metabolism, right? So making a small amount of, or eating a small amount of it, could actually help you if you eat before or after. If you consume the wild mustard before or after a meal, it can actually help with your metabolism. So guys, there are all kinds of wild edibles that are fantastic for you. There's all kinds of things out there not good for you, so don't eat that stuff, right? But there are all kinds of things that are fantastic for you, all kinds of plants, all kinds of greenery that grow naturally right out in the wild, that you don't have to pay a dime for. If you will just learn about it, go and collect it, right? It will help you out if you're ever in a bad situation, or maybe you just want to get healthier, and maybe you just want to do things different, and maybe you are tired of living life in the risk of sounding too much like a hippie. You're just tired of living life by the system, right? By the regular old system. And you want to break away from the slavery, which is this world that we live in so oftentimes. And you want to break away from the chains of having to be like everybody else, and wanting to be like everybody else, and all of that kind of stuff. Listen, I'm not saying that all that going to the store and buying lettuce is bad. That's not what I'm saying at all. But what I am saying is, could you imagine the freedom that comes with understanding some of this stuff, an ultimate freedom in Christ, right? So guys, if you like what you watch, if you like the videos we make, please like and subscribe to our channel. We continue putting out wild edibles. I know they're not our most popular videos, but we feel like they're some of the most important videos that we put out. And so continue watching our videos. We'll keep trying to do some wild edibles here and there, and follow along. There may even be some hunting videos one of these days. We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you next time.